Well, he's wanted a drone that can fly while it's on fire.
Whoa, 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 kid, don't do that.
Well, why?
Why? Let me tell you why. Hi, kids. My name is Nate Olina, and I'm coming to you from the Kenai Peninsula College Fire Department. Now, I'm going to teach you guys a little bit about fire safety and fire prevention. Most main topic I'm going to cover is matches and candles and safety behind each one of these things. Now, why you shouldn't play with fire, as I told the kid in the first scene, is that in the past 3 years, according to the NFPA, there has been 49,320 fires started with kids playing with fire. Now, 10,000 more fires started with candles. That's 25 homes per day. Out of that 10,000, 32% have resulted in death. Now, mainly you can put to blame faulty smoke detectors in that situation. So make sure you check your smoke detectors. That's a different story. And 47% has resulted in injury. Now, do you really need to know more on why you shouldn't play with fire? Hell yeah, you do. Now, I'm joined by my little buddy, Duran.
Hi, I'm here to learn fire safety with Nate.
Well, you came to the right place, my friend. Here are a couple more things you should know to help prevent fires. Number 1, do not leave candles unattended.
Why not? What about just for a minute?
Ah, you silly goose. Well, not even for a minute, because what do we have in Alaska that occurs almost every day? Now, before you answer, let's have some other people answer.
Okay.
Let's go with Sai. Sai, do you know what happens every day in Alaska? Nope, you're wrong. You're wrong. No, I don't even know why I asked. Let's try someone better. Yarden, what about you? Did you say earthquakes? You'd be right. You're right. Man, Sai, why can't you be more like Yarden? Anyways. But yes, perfect. Earthquakes. What happens every day, but it might be too small to feel, but yes, they still happen. Now, a minute might not seem that long, but it is more than enough time for a candle to tip over and start igniting combustibles around it. Another thing is that your safe spot might not be so safe. Countless times have people left the room and did not remember they had a candle burning or thought that it was a safe enough area. Enough area that they did not have to worry about you not knowing to worry about. But, that's exactly when things hit the fan. And that brings me to my second topic.
Oh boy, what's that?
Let me tell you what that is, kid. Keeping combustibles away from your candle. I cannot stress this enough. It does not take much for a candle to fall over. Maybe a gust of wind, a bump in the table. And when that happens, the last thing you want is to have combustible materials surrounding said candle to accelerate the burn. Now, Duran, what has your parents always told you about fires and matches?
Not to play with matches and never play with fire.
Well, although they are right, they also have to remember to educate their kids on why fire is bad. Just telling their kids that fire is bad may pique their interest. If you tell them what kind of devastation it can cause on themselves and on other people and on their own property or other people's property, they will know a little bit more on why they shouldn't play with matches or fire. Now we'll move on to matches, my second favorite part of the presentation, and soon to be yours.
Golly gee, firefighter Nate, you're so smart. I could listen to you talk all day.
Well, though I'm not going to talk your ear off, I will tell you a couple of things about matches. Now, friend, do you know how a match works?
Well, let's see here. It's an extreme exothermic reaction caused by the phosphorus and the potassium chlorate on the match head. When you strike that, the two chemicals combine with the friction and heat, causing the explosive reaction and creating the flame that we see as pyrolysis.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah. Moving on. Okay. Yeah. Lighting matches can be tricky, especially if your name is Steven. You want to make sure you're striking matches away from yourself, away from combustibles, and away from other people. Now, I bet your mom would be pretty mad if you caught her on fire. Don't you think?
Yeah, she would. I caught my dog once on fire. She didn't like that very much. I don't think my mom would either.
Ah, okay. Okay, moving on again. Do you know the proper way to put out a match that you've already struck?
Yeah, you just blow it out and throw it in the trash.
Yes and no. You blow it out, and then you dunk it in some water, and you touch said match to make sure it's completely out, then properly dispose of it. And remember, a trash can is not an ash can. I know you're young, but remember this when you get older. To educate your kids on this topic, it is very important. It may even save your life or someone else's. This brings us to our last topic. The ultimate reason for fire prevention. I am not just loading you up with this information for no reason. It is all about saving your home, your money, and possibly your life, which is the most important feat of all. Also, to keep us firefighters bored. I hope you had fun along this ride with us. But now, it's time to say goodbye.
See you next year, kids. And remember, always be safe when lighting a candle or using matches.